It's LBI Region Report time, and here we are, the middle of May, and Memorial Day weekend is still on the horizon, still a little bit away. We just had a great Mother's Day weekend. Hopefully it was great for you, Lori.
It was, thank you.
And now, correct me if I'm wrong, would this have been your daughter's first Mother's Day?
This is her
Second Mother's
Day.
Day. So, yeah.
Second Mother's Day, so my second Nona, Mother's Day, which I'm very excited about. But yes, it was wonderful, and I got to spend time with my mom, and it's the way it should be, right?
Right.
So with May, with the summer coming, we've been really addressing, businesses have been concerned about the rising energy costs. And last week, we were part of a webinar that the New Jersey Business Action Center, they had an energy efficient webinar for businesses. And if you didn't take advantage of it, I just wanted to make sure everybody does go to the NJBAC website so they can get those resources that they discussed. So the webinar was really about how to offset rising energy costs. It's a critical concern for New Jersey businesses, regardless of their size. So they kind of addressed the issue on, what was essential for maintaining profitability and sustainability. They had business advocate Stephen Milgroom, who leads the Office of NJBAC's Office of Economic Development and Project Management. He moderated a panel that discussed how businesses can leverage state funding and other programs that are designed to help business upgrade outdated facilities and equipment, and what can significantly reduce energy costs. It was really a way of talking about improving energy efficiency, lower operational costs, and staying competitive. But tapping into these resources, businesses can really make those informed decisions. So we want to encourage everyone that's interested is to go to the NJBAC website. If you go to visitlbiregion.com, there is a link on there for this past webinar that would also lead you to other resources. But go right to the source with the New Jersey Business Action Center and see what they're offering for, this is a timely conversation.
Absolutely. And it's good that the resource is available. So for those that missed it, they can still kind of catch up on it so they're not left behind.
Yeah, for sure. But we do have some other fun things to talk about. Mm-hmm. So May 15th, we have the Swing and Sip, the Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey and the Southern Ocean County Chamber invite you to a Swing and Sip at Callaway's Caddy Club. This is going to be happening May 15th. It's from 5 to 8 p.m. It's right on Route 9 in West Creek at Callaway's. This is a one-of-a-kind evening combining health education, networking, and golf. It features a cocktail reception, offering up delicious hors d'oeuvres and drinks, and attendees can also take their shot on the driving range. You can hone your skills. You can bring your own clubs. You can use the ones that are provided. The event is open to all businesses as well as their colleagues. So whether you're seasoned golfers or simply curious about the sport, it's a great way to come, hang out. There's no cost. You just have to RSVP. All the information is on visitlbiregion.com to RSVP, and you could bring, again, when you want to bring some of your staff, partner, family members, come out, learn about what this very important company has to offer for you in the way of healthcare and health coverage, but also just kick back, enjoy a great night out in Southern Ocean County, have some fun on the range, as well as inside talking and chatting to everyone. So you can connect with fellow business professionals and golf enthusiasts, take part in engaging discussions about health and wellness. So it's, again, at no cost, but you do have to contact Southern Ocean County Chamber, 609-494-7211, kate@sochamber.com, or go to visitlbiregion.com. And if you aren't following us on social media, the Chamber posts a lot of things about what the Chamber's doing and immediate business activities on Southern Ocean Chamber's Facebook and Instagram accounts, and the more fun, destination things on what the businesses are doing and upcoming just openings, especially now we're posting a lot of business openings for the season. Just follow LBI Region, and it's a great way to really start start the season off, get on connected and get everything right. And we're going to be joined by our guest. So let's start welcoming Christopher.
Hello, everybody. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, good.
So we're so glad for you to join us. I want to introduce you to our audience because it's really, we have just so much important discussions today. So Chris Cammarata, he is with the Ocean County Resource Family Recruiter with the New Jersey Department of Children and Families. So thank you for joining us, Chris.
Thank you.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about your role within the Department of Children and Families?
Okay. So, as you mentioned, I work in the Office of Resource Families. In the Office of Resource Families, I am our Ocean County Recruiter. As the Ocean County Recruiter, what I do is I cover all of Ocean County, and I will go out and talk to people who are interested in becoming foster parents or resource parents and provide that information to them, whether it's about the process or help them start the application. So we go around and do that, and we find people that are interested and, help them, guide them along the way.
So I know that the role of foster families has changed over the years. I'm sure recently there's probably been a lot of adjustments. Can you share a little bit about what the role of the foster family is in 2025?
Yes. So in New Jersey, the role has changed a decent amount, right? We've changed a lot since COVID. But in New Jersey, children are typically only removed from their family of origin if there's like an immediate risk to their safety.
Mm-hmm.
More and more, we're trying to keep families together and keep them as an intact unit, which is always a good thing. However, sometimes they can't be safely maintained in their home. So if they can't be safely maintained with their birth parents, we do look for, our resource parents to provide loving, and caring homes for them. If you decide to become a resource home provider through us, we do provide support that'll help offset the cost for the children. But for the most part, we do look to try to license our relatives and family friends as possible homes for those children to keep that family support system intact. They are called our kinship care providers, and what they do is they provide a temporary home and receive support, training, and licensing, typically at the same as a unrelated resource home. While it is important to note that while they're relying on the resource home providers, that their value is still absolutely needed. We still have a lot of children that are going in, and they, like I mentioned before, they need a safe, stable home to provide a loving, caring environment for them until we're able to possibly reunify with the parents.
That is such an important connection. It's just the work that you do is just so important to our community. So I thank you and your team by keeping everybody educated and connected and hopefully happy and healthy. And it's a lot. It is. So who are the children?
And I would say our main, if you don't mind, I would say our main
Sure.
thanks goes out to our resource parents and our family providers that are really stepping up, and we're really just helping them, but they have the children in their care and they're the ones who are stepping up and providing safe environments for them. So to me, those are the ones to thank, and it's very rewarding working with them.
Well, that's wonderful to hear. So who are the children who need a foster family?
Yep. So in most cases, the children in foster care tend to be a little bit older.
Mm-hmm.
They may suffer from medical needs, but more and more, one of the main issues is that we're trying to keep sibling groups intact, right? Siblings are their main, their main support system in each other, and we like to try to keep them intact. And one of the main groups that we're looking for placement for is, are people to sign up and be able to foster children that are siblings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're able to keep them together. In nearly all cases, children who have been separated from their birth family preserve their safety through, typically a traumatic event, right? And they still may be facing trauma throughout their placement. In a resource home, we look for people that are able to provide a stable, loving, temporary home and provide compassion and youth towards the youth while their parents are able to, get services involved.
I mean, it's so key, for the way that, if you're growing up, if you're looking for that support, to be close with your siblings. I mean, it is. I could understand
Yeah, definitely.
You know, fostering a child, would that lead to adoption in most cases?
Right. So in most cases, fostering a child does not always guarantee that you'll be able to adopt them. As I said earlier, the goal for most families is reunification. We do want to get the children back with their biological parents.
Mhm.
Um, and through that, we try to support them with the Division of Child Protection and Permanency. Um, so typically we have 2/3 of all children that are removed by DCP&P that do get reunified with their birth families.
Wonderful.
However, if a child cannot get reunified and the parents have done the work towards reunification, we will work towards terminating their parental rights. And that's at which point the child will be eligible for adoption. This whole process can take several years and is typically rather an exception rather than the rule.
Right.
So we encourage resource home providers to separate adoption from foster care, as they're two different processes, but with different goals and very little connecting the two.
That's
So
great.
foster parents typically do not get preferential treatment to adopt the child that they fostered, and they must go through that adoption process typically, as if, any other family would.
That's great to clarify, because maybe most people or some people might be interested in knowing the difference between fostering and adoption. So thank you for clarifying that.
No problem.
What's the process? You had mentioned becoming a licensed as a foster provider or as a resource parent. What is the process for that?
So the licensing process includes a multitude of things, right? During the licensing process, they'll be supported by one of our resource workers that'll help walk them through the process. But typically, it includes training sessions, home evaluations. We also do reference checks. That includes like a medical check, employment check, and personal references. We do background checks, which includes checks through the local police and fingerprinting. And we do a safety home inspection to make sure that the home is safe for children to enter before they get licensed.
Very important. What if someone was interested in becoming a resource parent?
Yep. So anybody interested in becoming a resource parent can visit njfoster.org and learn how they can join our village to support, resource parents and resource children in our area. And if they fill out that information, we can invite them to an information session where I can talk to them, or other recruiters are able to talk to them throughout the state, and they can gather information and make a decision as if, they want to proceed or not.
Well, everything that you had said is so important, and all the details that you discussed today is on that website for people to, if they have FAQs, if they wanted to reference anything.
Yep, the website's very detailed, so they can go on. They can gather information. It'll give them a list as to what the role of a foster parent is. If they have further questions, in addition to that, they can start their process in completing a pre-application, in which anybody in Ocean County will be sent to me, and I'll reach out and invite them to one of our information sessions if they're interested in attending. We do offer information sessions both in person in Toms River and Manahawkin, or virtually if they cannot make those dates.
Well, we thank you for all your dedication, and as you said, and for all the resource parents out there that are, putting in their time and their energy to, make our community better. We thank them as well. So if there's any more information and you'd like to get in touch with Chris and his team, of course, you can go to the Southern Ocean County Chamber website, visit lbiregion.com, or you can contact him through the website provided. So thank you so much, Chris, and thank you for all you do.
Thanks for having me. It was a great experience. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thank you. And we're just so happy to be able to connect.
Yeah, so many resources that I think that, we're happy to get the word out about these resources and kind of better understand what's available out there.
Yeah. And we always say, that there's so many people moving into our area that we always want to make sure that we're putting out a broad, picture of what resources are available here, so that you don't have to look too far. That, of course, Southern Ocean County Chamber provides as much resources as possible to make everybody feel at home and confident in what they're trying to do with moving forward. So thank you for letting us share that today. But we do have some other things before we sign off to announce, and we want to wish, of course, Manna Firkin Brewing Company May 17th is their 8th anniversary already. I mean,
Wow.
8th anniversary party. We couldn't imagine the world without you, Manna Firkin. So we're so glad that, you're celebrating 8 wonderful years. New beer releases. They're going to have music and food truck, and that's at May 17th. They're located on East Bay Avenue in Manahawkin. And we also want to mention that May 22nd, Brass Transit is going to be at the Stack Center, McKinley Avenue. Brass Transit was formed in 2008, and it's really an accomplished, award-winning tribute
To Chicago.
to Chicago.
Yeah.
That's right. You knew that, Billy.
I did. Brass Transit.
Such a musician. Such a musician. So if anybody really enjoys Chicago, and who doesn't? Right? I mean, that's just a great way to do it. So May 22nd, again, if you're thinking about, well, what can we do to celebrate maybe a birthday or graduation, or, Father's Day is coming up, and maybe you want to surprise them with an early ticket to see a show, or a late Mother's Day gift for those of you that forgot. May 22nd, right here at the Stack Center, McKinley Avenue in Manahawkin. Tickets are on sale. You can go to visit lbiregion.com or the Stack website, which is stack.staffordschools.org. And what's your favorite Chicago song?
I'm a fan of the older Chicago, so, the days of a lot of horns, Saturdays in the park, or Saturday in the park.
Yeah.
If You Leave Me Now, but Color My World. That's an acquired taste, and that's one of my favorites.
Well, there you go. So if you're interested, certainly take advantage of that. So thank you so much for tuning in. We hope to see everybody at that Swing and Sip. And again, have a great week.